Our story began when the Hyperion Corporation decided they'd had enough of the treasure hunters. With the vault on lockdown, they had served their purpose, and now they were a drain on the economy. Why pay full price for weapons when you can take a five-finger discount off the nearest corpse? Hyperion was looking to clear up the drain, but those guys were one tough hairball.
I thought you said the treasure hunters were the drain. Now they're the hairball?
Well, yes, you see, the treasure hunters were blocking the flow of, and the grimy buildup of money and,
This metaphor stinks.
Shut up! Point is, Hyperion had a plan. The treasure hunters could handle all manner of beastie, bandit, and battalion, but they weren't expecting the interplanetary ninja assassin Claptrap. This Claptrap was programmed to take our boys out indirectly. Trapping, poisoning, spreading catty rumors around town. Nothing was off limits. He was smart. Too smart. He looked around and didn't like what he saw. Claptraps being subjugated, humiliated, obliterated. What we call programming, he called slavery. So, he rallied his fellow Claptraps and turned them against their corporate masters. What started as a rebellion became a revolution. And take a wild guess who Hyperion called to clean up the mess.
Alright, so hello everybody, welcome back to some Borderlands. As you can see, we're doing the Claptrap DLC. Now, technically this isn't the one that we should be doing first. We should theoretically be doing them in the order more or less that they came out with. The Underdome one has no place in the story. And I don't think that the Dr. Ned Zombie Island, I think, is the first one that came out. And General Knox's Armory. I don't think either one of those particularly goes before or after the other. But this one 100% goes at the very least after General Knox's. I don't know if it... So, I mean, there will be at least some spoilers for the other DLCs,
power,
but
turbines to speed. Ooh, I wonder what this does.
hey, it's Tannis.
What do you need, an invitation? Come here.
Patricia Tannis needs parts to build her magnificent something. Head down to the Hyperion dump and search the scrap Claptraps for parts and bring them back to her.
I'm going to need a nuclear reaction to generate the 1.21. Oh, hey, hello. Welcome to my secret lab. Terror Pavilion, yes.
So yeah, like I said, there is
Like you're into experimentation. Maybe dabbled a bit in college. Head down to the Hyperion dump to find parts for my totally legit, in no way morally reprehensible secret project here. There should be plenty of scrapped Claptraps ripe for the picking. Sure are a lot more of the buggers puttering around. It'll be easier than stealing candy from a dead baby.
anyway. Yeah, so there will be spoilers at the very least for the General Knox DLC. But, you know, it's Borderlands. I'm sure that if you guys cared that much about the story, you would have played it yourself a while ago and therefore, you know, already know the spoilers. And if you hadn't played it before and are just watching it because I'm playing it, well, then, you know, don't worry about it. It's not that important. It's not really so much a spoiler as in something that you know is going to happen as soon as we start the, or that you would figure out is going to happen as soon as we started the other DLC anyway, so, I mean.
What do you need, an invitation?
And like I said, this one here, at the very end, we unlock, which is why I wanted to do it first, we unlock an area that just has, like, a bunch of red chests for us to open up so that we can farm weapons and such while we do the other DLCs. So, weapon-wise, some things did change after... Oh, right, I forgot that I still have some of these. Okay, so after I finished the last part, I did go back in with Lilith. I did the 12 Days of Pandora with assault rifle and pistol. And I did get the... what is it called? Something about orbit. Oh, there it is. Orbit achieved. 5 seconds of vehicle hang time to get some XP. That's why we're so close to leveling up already. And it turns out, see, I thought when I was watching videos or reading stuff about it or whatever, that to respawn the chests at the vault, you needed to be in playthrough 2, but you don't. You just need to go to a DLC area, save the game, exit, reload, and then warp back to the vault, and the chest will be back for whatever reason. So I did, after I finished recording that part, I did spend about an hour or so, I would say. I'm not going to go down there because I have a feeling that we need to later. Like that's like a story thing down there. But yeah, I did spend like an hour or so seeing what I could get. As it turns out, the one chest, or 2 of the chests, right? Yeah, only drop pistols. Giant pain in the ass. Like, you needed 2 chests. That's 8 pistols you get. And you only get, because you get 8 pistols, the chest in the middle gives you 1 Iridian gun, guaranteed, and 1 Gearbox Legendary. And the Gearbox Legendary, which is my shotgun here, is the only thing that actually scales to your level. So, like, if we look, my shotgun is level 35. Oh, so it didn't even, because I'm 36, and I didn't level up from doing the challenges, so, huh, weird. Anyway, so yeah, I got the shotgun, the sniper, and the SMG, but it's just like, they're not guaranteed to be your level. They're not even guaranteed to be the level that you should be when you defeat the final boss, which is level 30 something. I mean, there were plenty that were under 20. Oh yeah, I forgot that we got more, or we get more capacity upgrades after. And SMG, there we go. Desert SMG. No, good. So I mean, there were plenty of them that, like I said, were like level 25 in that, and not all that great. And yeah, there's always 8 pistols, and the one chest.
Will be given liberty, equality, and fraternity, and all humans will, not. Viva free Pandora! Viva la Revolution!
So which way should I go? I imagine one of these ways is probably blocked off.
You ought to be here.
Why did I level up? Oh, the brute did die. Okay. Still immediately destroying my shield and taking off most of my health, I see.
Somebody shoot this hole!
I don't remember what I was talking about now. Oh, right. And then the one chest was guaranteed to have class mods and shields. And I got the I got the shield that I currently have. I got out of the golden chest, and it was far superior to anything that I got to spawn out of the chest there. Then the one was guaranteed it had 2 artifacts in it, not necessarily for your class, but 2 artifacts, and I opened them up enough that if we look, I now have level 3 for all of my different things. Not that I use my ability all that often. But
If you poison us,
Hang on, I want
we
to try
won't
something
die.
here.
Of course we don't, because we're better than all you stinking
Nope.
flesh bags. But if you blow us up, shall we not revenge? Viva la revolution!
But yeah, so that basically left 2 chests, I think, that gave you guns that weren't. So like you had 2 chests that were guaranteed to give you 8 guns split randomly between revolver and repeater pistol. And then you had 4 guns split between sniper, shotgun, assault rifle, and SMG. And it's not like you were guaranteed one of each either. There were times where I'd open up both chests. At least I don't think so. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I remember every single time I open the boxes, but yeah, it's not a great way to farm when it doesn't scale to your level.
Let's teach him a lesson!
Oh my god. Why are so many coming out of this one house? Stop it. Okay, let's just pop up here, get close enough to activate that, and then we'll take the other path around to see how that looks. But yeah, so like I said, I did that for like an hour after I finished recording and got very little worthwhile out of it, which is a shame. You can get legendaries out of them, but I don't know. It seemed to not be very often. I want to say I got a legendary assault rifle at one point or something. Maybe it was a shotgun. I realize that those are 2 very different things, but I can't really remember which we got, so, or which I got, so. Okay, I really should have smoothed that out. Yeah, bunch of claptraps. Now, I don't remember, because obviously Claptrap's kind of a joke character, but I don't remember if, like, they're actually a joke and they're like real shit and I don't have to worry about it when I have to fight them, or if they're actually like at least somewhat decent fighters. Oh fuck, I'm on. Let's get off of the... I mean, either they're not firing at me or they're shit.
I forget.
You.
Hit me with that again!
I mean, you're on fire, bitch. Okay, so the Claptrap doesn't have much going for it, but the Hyperion guys are doing pretty well. Or at least the shielded guys, which I guess makes sense, considering that they, you know, have shields. Yeah, the Claptraps are pretty shit. They're dropping a lot of shit, though.
I see. Yes, feeling red light.
But yeah, I'm hoping that the end of this DLC, because I want to say that I read something about how the chests at the end of this DLC do scale to your level, but I don't know if that's
Put
true.
down your weapons. Hyperion Corporation does not wish to harm them.
Hyperion's super bad soldier, eh?
Good. Now I can feel some pain.
I mean, but your other buddies there were definitely better at this,
Do you really want to hurt me?
since they held their shields so that I couldn't shoot them in the head. So you're rocking a rocket launcher and just kept firing the,
Training and tech.
Do you have superior tech?
Engage the enemy. Ah! Ow! Yes.
That must
Yeah, the claptraps just suck. Ow. I mean, I say ow. I use the term ow loosely. I have a second playthrough going where I'm playing as Mordecai. Man, being a sniper in this game solo kind of blows. It's not like horrible or anything. It's just you get hit so much obviously when you're by yourself and they don't have anyone else to aim at. So like you're trying to aim at somebody's head, but all they're doing is shooting at you, which obviously means that you're flinching constantly.
I mean, really? Overreact much? So I say to you, my probots and all, rise up.
Alright, let's just get rid of this last claptrap. Man, everything's dropping at like much higher levels. But I guess that makes sense. So this DLC, the General Knox DLC, I do believe, is just set to level, I want to say 35, but I'm not sure. On playthrough 1, and it doesn't scale to your level at all until you finish your second playthrough, I think. And then the rest of the DLCs scale to, they don't scale to your level, they scale based on where you are in the story. So like right now, everybody here is about the right level for me, like level 35 and whatnot. But when we go to, well, like I said, the General Knox DLC, everything should be about level 35, because that's what it's set to. I think the starting quest anyway. It probably goes up a bit after that, but it's generally a level 35 one. But then like when we go to the Underdome DLC and the Zombie Island DLC, they'll also be at 35, no matter what level we are when we get there, which is actually a reason why a lot of people online suggest not even doing the DLCs on your initial playthrough. Like beat the game, do your second playthrough, and then do the DLCs. Because like at this point, once we're done the DLCs, if I do decide to do a second playthrough on Lilith, it will mean that I'm going to be going into it. I think the one guy was like level 45-ish. I don't know how accurate that is. I guess we'll find out. But your second playthrough isn't immediate. It isn't scaled to your level either. I think once you finish the boss the second, like once you beat the game the second time, then everything everywhere scales to your level, which is like the ultimate Vault Hunter mode or whatever. But I don't know if you can like do like a full playthrough with quests and everything afterwards. Not that you would get a whole lot out of the quests, obviously, once you're max level. Especially if like you get to max level and then decide to like do some farming to get like the best equipment, because then I mean really what are you gonna do with it? But yeah, so this DLC is theoretically the last time that will be challenged. So once we've made it through this DLC, that it'll basically just be like a nice, pleasant walk through the other three of them. But realistically, that was going to happen anyway. Okay, so there's definitely somebody up there, including a psycho midget by the sounds of it. Oh, here we go. I do start on this side to go up. But yeah, it was, you know, it was gonna happen one way or the other. And hey, if we're super, there he is. if we're like super over leveled when we get to Cromarax. Oh no! The horror. Whatever shall we do? I hate fighting Cromarax. It was, I remember doing it back on the 360 because there was like an achievement for defeating them. I mean, I imagine that there's still an achievement for defeating them. I think they just transferred over all of the achievements into the Game of the Year edition, which is fine. It was a decent achievement list. I don't like having the co-op be mandatory, but since the game has split screen, I'm willing to give it a pass. Since I don't technically need other people to play it with. Although you would still need extra controllers, so. I mean, if I didn't already have the controllers, it would be a little more annoying. I don't like how far away my shotgun is. You know, it's kind of weird, I've noticed this. So like, when we were playing Phobia, right? All of the guns, when you equipped it, you just equipped it to the D-pad and activated it from there, and I switched through guns just fine and everything, right? They have the same thing on here. Everything's on the D-pad. Like, when you put them in there, it's on the D-pad. For some reason, I don't know why, I refuse to learn which gun is on which. And I just automatically hit the Y button to quick swap between them. Despite it making no sense when, well, as you just saw, I want the shotgun and it's 3 away from my SMG. Instead of just like, you know, so, you know, there you go. Instead of just, you know, do. I mean, realistically, if you know that it's 3 away, it takes roughly the same amount of time to switch to it, but it's just one of those things where it's like, I don't know why I refuse to use the, wow, you guys are really far away. Where it's like, I don't know why I seem to refuse to use the D-pad in this game when I use it perfectly fine in so many others. I don't even know where the hell these guys are coming at me from. Oh. Stop with your bullshit melee attacks. Alright, let's get a little closer to this guy. Let my health come back. A bad mother brood, eh? Yep, you're burning, alright. Okay, so I'm aiming there, and it brings it in, but then when I was aiming at his head and I zoomed in, it like went up, which is weird. Like trying to correct for something? I don't know. I'm also not sure whether, like, how many quests there are in these. I know General Knox's, I vaguely recall there being quite a few side quests in that one. It very much felt like an expansion. This one I don't really remember. I remember a little bit about the General Ned one. The Zombie Island, just probably because it's zombies, so it's like very different. Well, I don't know about very different, but it's, you know, at the very least somewhat different. And I remember there being a side quest or something in that one that's just getting like a fuck ton of brains. That was fairly annoying. Not difficult annoying, just annoying. God, my bag's almost full already. Okay, well, I guess we'll just keep going left, because then we'll circle around, make a pit stop at the vending machines, I guess, and then we'll take the lower route to go there. Who the hell is over here? Hello? Oh, there's one.
Teach him a lesson!
Why are you running from me?
Strip the flesh!
You know, you would think that when you're running at somebody screaming like that, and they just like stand still, and then pull out and just like calmly pull out a shotgun and wait. You'd think that you would just like be like, you know what? I may be a psycho, but I can tell this isn't gonna go my way, and just turn around and leave. Like if I was running at somebody and they just like didn't move, just showed like no concern whatsoever, just like just pulled a shotgun out, I'd be like, all right, well, you've clearly got this handled. I'm just gonna, yep, and just walk away. It's like, but I guess the point is that they are supposed to be just basically suicidal maniacs, so. And hey, if they can get to me and hit me, it does in fact almost kill me. As bullshit as that is. Wish my melee attacks were as good as the Psychos. Unfortunately, with Lilith, that's not even close to possible. Hell, I think with Brick and all of his melee things, because I do believe he has a skill tree that's more or less melee focused, I don't think that it's even
What are you looking at?
possible to get a melee attack even close to the strength of these guys, where it can wipe out 1,000-point shield and like 500 and some health. Like,
I got something for you. Nobody kills my buddy.
alright. So I watched a new anime. It's called The Experienced You and the Inexperienced Me, I think. Our dating story maybe is the first part of it, and then the Experienced You and the Inexperienced Me, or something to that effect. Anyway, it was pretty good. I liked it. I thought that they were going to ruin it at one point, and then they didn't really. And then it was fine, you know. Oh, whoops. So yeah, I mean, if you wanna, your high school rom-com. I will say though that the girl there really needs some therapy. I mean, she's doing fine now, but just based on like early interactions with the dude, she desperately needed some therapy before the show started. Because, yeah. There is a... Yeah. I mean, I don't really want to say because I don't know what would be considered a spoiler, but... Just needless to say, she definitely needed some therapy to work through some... intimacy issues, I guess, would be... I don't know. It's a weird thing to phrase... It's a weird... I'm gonna go with intimacy issues. It doesn't feel like the right word, just because of like, odds are what you're thinking of, like the thing that first comes into your mind when you think intimacy issues. I can almost guarantee that's not what I'm talking about, and that what I'm talking about is almost the exact opposite, probably, of what you're thinking. But yeah, it like I said, it all turned out fine in the end, so. Oh look, they respawned over here. And that fucking turret, I think, is still firing at me like Lord.
If you need healing, step right.
Shock Burst, Tormentor. Oh god, that reminds me. Like I said, I've been doing another playthrough as Mordecai. I actually did a stream. To test out, make sure everything was working, everything seemed to be. so I can start streaming tomorrow for me, not for you guys. For you guys, it would have been quite a while ago that I did my first Subnautica stream. But
Nobody shoots my buddies but me. They got too many.
Lord, I really didn't want to fight you dickheads again. Oh my god. Where are you? You are so far away. Why are you so far away? And I can't find like any good fucking class mods for him. And I don't just mean like, oh, this class mod, like I like this type of class mod, but I can't find a better one. No, no. I straight up cannot find a class mod that I care enough to use. Now, if you don't mind, I had no intention of coming over here and fighting you, dickhead. Like, just none of them seem to interest me. Like, because it's like, oh, this one increases Bloodwing damage, but I haven't put any points into Bloodwing. So the fact that it increases Bloodwing damage means very little to me, and then, as you can imagine, the thing that increases Bloodwing damage also, the points it gives you are for skills, like the bonus skill points are for skills related to Bloodwing. See, this is what I'm talking about, sniping. Where, like, if you're the only one, then guaranteed all the bullets are coming for you, and since it's hard to take cover and actually... Like, it's almost impossible for you to shoot somebody without being able to be shot as well. Oh, I think I missed. Oh my fuck. It's super fucking annoying to snipe. There we go. And, you know, I'm playing as Mordecai. I want to be the, like, I want to use the sniper as much as possible, but then it's like, ugh. I mean, also, I'm really dealing with these turrets wrong. I should really just, since I'm willing to just phase walk and get, like, right next to them and take them out that way. But, yeah.
There's too many.
Am I going down? Weird. That wasn't me who went down.
I got one I've been saving for you.
Yeah? If you're saving it for me, why do you seem to be wasting it? Oh, there you are. I kept hearing a little dickhead, and I was worried that it might be a little dickhead that was going to melee me. All those bullets you were firing at me, you missed that barrel. Until I was standing next to it. Really? What was with the... That's probably not good. But yeah, I've been enjoying my time with Mordecai. I pumped all my points into the left skill tree. I don't remember what it's called. So that I could get the trespass skill maxed out. So now I ignore shields on everybody, which is obviously going to make the last part of the game with the Iridians insanely easy. Unfortunately, the final boss doesn't have a shield, but, you know, whatever. But even before then, you know, there are a lot of enemies with shields. So, I mean, now they just basically don't have one against me. So it's still a good skill to have. I don't know what I'm going to do with it next, though. And along with it, you also get extra bullet damage, which is a nice little, like, bonus. Like, obviously you don't take it for the bullet damage unless you're really, like, struggling to figure out what you need the point for. Since it's only, like, well, maxed out, it's 5% extra bullet damage. Which, I guess, if you're using, like, a sniper rifle, that 5% is a pretty hefty chunk. There seems to be a lot of enemies this way, according to my compass. Oh, there's a flat trap part. Cool. I was hoping that I'd find it along the way. But I guess even with, like, the other guns. Very early on in that playthrough, I picked up a masher pistol. And it's basically like a revolver shotgun. And it's pretty insane. Like, I haven't found, like, it's like, I want to say like 10 levels lower than me, and I haven't been able to find anything better than it. I'm getting close though. I am getting close to finding stuff better. I did find a couple that did more damage per bullet, but you know, lower fire rates, lower ammo capacity, stuff like that. Really? Who hit me? There is nothing up here. And these are whelps, so they don't even, so it's not like they have the, like, tongue attack of, like, the, what are those ones called? The elder ones or whatever. So, seriously, what hit me while I was up there? Anyway. But yeah, been enjoying it. Been watching some more, Borderlands playthroughs as well. A little bit of Borderlands 2. Been watching Achievement Hunter ones though, so you know they never finished them. The only one that they finished was when they were streaming the first game. But they made it fucking nowhere in Borderlands 2. They did do a few parts in the pre-sequel though. But they still never finished it, so. I was already over there. God. What I really wish, in all honesty, was I kind of wish one of the characters had a skill that let them bypass armor. Just for the beginning of the game, basically.
More loot.
Although I guess if it bypass, like it could bypass the shields that the guys carried, it would make it more viable, like, end game. Although I guess technically, like, you know, the whole Crimson Lance is armor, or has armor, so I guess it would technically be viable the whole way through, but, or be useful the whole way through. But you know, just basically for the skags and the spider ants, where it's just shoot them in the face and then they would die anyway. I am not looking forward to fighting the spider ants in 2. Because, I don't know, I feel like they're harder in 2. I have no real reason to think that they would be much, if at all, different than these ones. It's just memory is making me remember having a tough time with them. And obviously I didn't have too hard of a time with them in this game. So now I'm just, but to be fair, I had a significantly easier time going through this game than I remember. What is that, a gunslinger mod? Pistol fire rate. I don't know what the relentless skill is. But the pistol fire rate doesn't, yeah, it's not horrible, but yeah. See, it's still not a good class mod for me. Alright, here's our last component, and then we can go to this little doohickey over here. And that should be... And then we can go back up this way and then through there, since hopefully... Since that's the last place we were at, hopefully it'll still be cleared out. I'd like to know what just exploded.
Stop shooting! I surrender!
Hey, you. Got an electric weapon? No? I don't know. Maybe there's a barrel there? Oh, there you are. Oh, you're the one with the No?
No getting away from us!
Okay, what is with the ramps in this DLC? Why can't I walk up them? Like, look at this. This is fucking ridiculous. This is a Game of the Year, like, remastered version and everything. And I can't fucking go upstairs? And this is DLC. They made this after they finished the base game, and I had no issue going up and down ramps in the base game. What the fuck happened in this DLC? And not only that, it was the last DLC that came out. Like, what the hell, guys? Maybe it's just Lilith. Drags her feet too much. Alright. Got all of our claptrap parts. So let's go see what's over here. Ow, prick. I wonder if claptraps like these guys more, since they're the same height as them.
Yes, feel it.
Really?
I'm really good at this.
Oh my god, how many are gonna come out of there?
Aw, that hurt.
Okay, it looks like we finally cleared out this one. Good lord, that was a lot of fucking screaming little midgets coming after me. Like, fuck. I mean, there's gotta be something down over here, right? Like, I mean, I guess there doesn't have to be, but besides plenty of little crevices to get stuck. Huh. I really expected there to be something back here. I mean, it seemed like such an easy, like, we're gonna hide something here. Because it's close to where you need to go, but not exactly where you need to go. But, nope, apparently not. Was that a... yeah, it was. I don't know if this is any closer, but... I kind of wish... Oh, you know what? That might be in the Underdome DLC, maybe. Because I know in Borderlands 2 they have the... I don't remember what they call it. Like the vault, the locker or something. Maybe they call it a bank. I don't know. Where you can store stuff in it. And it can be accessed from any of your characters that are on the same account. And I want to say that potentially the Underdome DLC added one of those, but I'm not 100% on that.
Get those some bitches!
Because that would honestly kind of be nice, just if I found something good for... Although, if I found something good for Mordecai, I mean... it's obviously going to be a way higher level than he is, but I guess it would still be kind of... It's one of those things where it's like, I remember in Borderlands 2, I used the vault a lot, but I also had one of each character that I was playing basically at the same time. Like, I would go up, like, I would do like a certain amount of the game, and then I would switch characters and play through it again with a different character and whatnot. I don't know why. It probably one of the reasons why it took me so long to finally finish Borderlands 2. But yeah, so I used the crap out of the bolt because I would always, like, whenever I would find something else, I knew that my other character that I wanted to use it on was close to, if not already, the level required to use it. So I could just, yeah, use the fuck out of it in that game. But I feel like in a game like this, like right now at this point, if I were to find something, that if I was to find something for Mordecai, I doubt that I would bother to save it for him. Because it's like, by the time that I get here as Mordecai, or get Mordecai to the level that he can use it, am I really not going to have anything better for him that he found himself? Like, that's gotta be, yeah. Oh, I'm not paying anyone. I feel like these guys respawned faster than they should have. I mean, that could very easily just be me not wanting to fight through them a second time, but I feel like I don't think that I was going that slowly, was I? I mean, apparently I was, but you know, really didn't feel like I was going that slowly. Or like I was going that much slower than I normally did. Yeah, look, even these fuckers over here are back again. Like, yeah, I really feel like...
Hyperion asks, what good is a gun that doesn't shoot where you point? Get a gun that's as accurate as you are.
Let's see, how long have we been going for? Oh god, we actually have almost been going for an hour. That took me an hour to just do this area? Damn. Maybe I don't know, I didn't feel like I was moving that. Maybe the area just looks bigger than it, or doesn't look as big as it really is or something. Because, yeah, I really didn't think that it was taking me, that I was really, yeah, I don't know. Didn't feel like I was moving that slowly.
What do you need, an invitation? Come here.
I mean, hell, almost an hour and we did one quest, really. You got Tannis her parts. Of course, she's still got a couple of screws loose. Tannis needs some more parts to complete her creation's infinite improbability drive. If you can't find any lying around, just rip them out of some claptrap spines. Fight for your right to party. Is it really just sending me straight back to the scrapyard? Like, really?
Fantastic. These parts should let me reroute the Omega-13 device to the snooze button without sacrificing the nuclear
Greetings.
payload.
This
If you
is
find
Mr.
any
Blake,
more, send them my
Senior
way.
Vice President in charge of mercenary relations and tourism for the Hyperion Corporation. You know, the company whose troops you just ruthlessly slaughtered. I like that. It shows initiative. Meet me at the Hyperion Tourist and Information Center, and I'll make it worth your while.
Hyperion VP Mr. Blake wants to meet the crew that accidentally slaughtered his recon team. Whoops, find him at Tartarus Station, which I do believe is this way. Yeah. Alright, Well, I know that we were just here, and that we should be ending the part right now, but I kind of want to
Message from your glorious leader.
just like rush there to where the claptraps are and deal with this.
Do we not come with me if you want to die? Please, just let me die. Come with me if you want to die. Oh, assistant failure. Over there. Get up.
Oh, they all look different now.
Please, just let me die. Come with me if you want to die. Please, just let me die.
Hmm.
Assistant failure.
Yes, feel it.
Okay, so these are clearly
Assistant failure.
if right. I forgot that the claptraps were doing this kind of shit to people.
I'm hit. Please, just let me die.
Now I'm gonna do this so that I can get up and over here. Alright, claptraps, where you at? Well, they're doing more damage now.
I see 3 flashing red lights.
Or, taking more damage, I guess I should say. They're not... They don't seem to be much more effective than they were.
You like them apples?
And there's a lot of them, but I guess if I need, what is it, 42 claptrap components? That does make sense. I also like how the Master Samurai has has fucking boxing gloves on. God, they drop so much shit too. There's too many of them. I don't have time to loot. And you know me, I like to pick up my loot as it drops, not after the battle's over. Okay, I do hear Hyperion, so they should at least take some of the heat off of me.
I see 3 flashing red lights.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey, baby. Wanna kill all humans? Humans compromise.
I'm really good at this.
Okay, well we've almost got it as many parts as we need.
Straight ahead. I see 3 flashing red lights.
I mean, they gotta have enough here for me to get it all right. Because there's definitely more claptraps here than there was last time. Of that I'm relatively sure. There's a lot of like fucking... Like I seem to be bouncing around quite a bit. And I'm not quite sure if that's because I'm getting shot by so much stuff, or...
3 flashing red lights.
Like, what? I don't know, maybe the Hyperion guys are shooting at me too. They don't seem to be doing a huge amount of damage, but I do have a fairly steady supply of enemies to kill to activate my one skill that regens my shield, so... Oh, well, actually... We're almost out of claptraps. And we're only at 35.
I see 3
Go.
flashing red lights.
You're wearing boxing gloves. You ain't stabbing shit.
I see 3
Okay, how many more we need? One more. And you're a kamikaze, so you aren't stabby anything. We only got one more enemy. We may as well see what it is and take it out, right? Although he may be glitched. Oh no, there he is. He's out there. Alright. Well, there we go. We got all the pieces. Let's head back and turn them in. And then we'll end the part. A lot of shit dropping though. Like, there's a huge amount of loot. You were assuming this much always drops, and you did this like when it was first available and not after you finished the game and theoretically got all of like the backpack upgrades. Like, you would be making so many trips back to the merchant. Like, damn. I should also look at some of this shit that I picked up. Alright, shotguns, nope. Oh, you know what? Actually would make this easier. Okay, that's a shotgun. We already know that one's bad. I don't care about assault rifles. Don't care about pistols. There. Okay. Alright, so let's see. Shotguns? No, no. 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 Unsurprisingly, they're not better than the legendary gun that I got. And I think there was only, what, one SMG? Yeah, and it doesn't even have a element to it, so I'm not going to bother. Alright, and I didn't get any new transfusions, so goodbye. We got Survivor, Tempest, Rubberized. Alright. Hopefully Tannis will stop sending us into there. I guess that's just to show you that the claptraps are doing weird shit.
Over here! I need your help with
Fantastic.
something.
This should limit the invention's improbability factor to -42, which is a big deal, really. Tannis needs more parts to ensure the protection grid holds on her device's ecto-containment unit, safeguarding against total platonic reversal, which would be extraordinarily bad. Oh my god, more components?
These are already going stale. I'll reward you. Rip them right out of the suckers if you have to.
Oh my god.
We should
Alright,
talk
well,
again.
we're not doing that again. But we'll probably start next time with it, and we'll just keep trying to fucking finish Tannis's questline here. So expect more claptrap deaths in the next one. It'd be nice, and since we need 75, there's either going to be a fuck ton of claptraps at that one location, or the other enemies are going to start dropping them too, which is what I hope for. So thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you next time for more.